Hi guys, and welcome to today. Today I'm giving you an update on the Mexican sunflower. So I'm standing in front of the bushes that you would have seen before, and these were all a lot taller and they had flowers, and what I did with these is cut the flowers down, and the flowers, they were full of seeds. I mean, they look like this. And oops, you can see the seeds in there. And what I decided to do was just leave them around the place where I wanted to grow some more, but not have to, you know, basically you can grow them from seed, or you can just take a cut in and plant them in the ground, and they usually grow quite well dependent on the soil and the conditions. They're hardy, they're a hardy kind of, you know, plant, tree, and again, as I say, once you've got the right spot for them, they will just sprout up like these ones have done. And so what I did with them is I put them in a variety of different places. I put one here, and you would have seen that, and I've lobbed off the top of this one as well. And for all the ones that I lobbed off, I had decided to create a fence, a Mexican sunflower fence, and this is what I did. And so these grew very quickly, as you can see at the back of the garden, and I'm taking it all the way around. The ones towards this side have not grown as quickly because of the difference in the soil, and the ones in the middle here, so there's a change in the soil here, but they're growing, and I know, I guess they're competing with this particular plant, but I've kept it. I don't know what it's called, but it attracts the bees, it has flowers, and it's serving a purpose. So until I've decided to clear this a bit more, here I'm growing the broadleaf thyme, which seems to be taking quite well. But yeah, as I say, I just put these where I want them to grow, and some of them have grown on the other side, which is fine by me, because you get these lovely flowers, and then once they've died back, you know, even though it's just the seed heads, seed pods, you know, it's like, that's a nice contrast, the yellow and the deep brown. So what I found is that when I cut it back, and you know, I just kind of chop and drop, so I take what I need and put it where I need it to go, and it starts growing again. So all of these branches, they weren't growing anything further down, but since I've cut them off, they've now started to sprout, so that kind of keeps it so that you can't actually see quite through, and that's what I intend to do with these. Once I start cutting back and trimming them, they'll start growing and spreading out a bit more, so that they give you this kind of effect. This is how I want it to kind of look. And if you look where the stems are, they spread quite a bit. That was just like one or two plants there, and it's kind of just spread somehow. But it's good because it provides, you know, a natural fertilizer, which helps the rest of the garden grow and keeps nourishing the ground. As much as it takes, it's going to give back, and it's what I've been putting on top of all of the beds. So here, these are the branches, and I'm just allowing them to break down until I can get ready to plant something else in here, but just to nourish the soil as much as possible. And I did put kind of layers of leaves, and as I say, they've just broken down. What else? Yeah, so as you can see over there, again, it's round the sides, and I just really need to kind of keep trimming it, and then they'll start to grow. I trim and drop in place so that it nourishes where it is, but I also take from other places. So like in this particular spot, whilst I'll use some of this Mexican sunflower for these beds here, I'll put the ones that are growing really well in other spots that don't seem to be growing as well. So the Mexican sunflower has been a really great addition to the garden, and it grows really quickly, so it's, you know, providing nourishment. I haven't had to go out and buy any fertilizer because I've got it here. It's just all in the leaves, you know, it's all in here. And when you mix it with water, as I've said before, you put it in water, leave it for 3 or 4 days, and it smells literally like manure. It's amazing. But then what you do is, because it's concentrate now, you can dilute it with water and then apply it to plants, and that's what I need to do today. You apply it to plants or put it down on the soil like that, and then yeah, anywhere you plant it. So here I had some sticks and I put it in the ground. This one took, and I'll be moving this and putting it around the edge of the like the border, so that it can grow into a bush like this and provide nutrients at the front of the garden. I'm putting a range of them at the front of the garden so that they can grow, and then any plants that I have over there, they'll be feeding those plants, so I don't have to be, you know, lugging leaves around like I'm doing at the moment. So yeah, that's it really. I will be leaving you details of the other benefits and properties of the Mexican sunflower, and also on my blog as well, leaving you some more information so you can check that out. But the other thing that I found is that where you've got older branches, if you cut from there, like if I was to cut this back and utilize this main one, or say this particular one, as soon as you plant it, that once it starts to grow, you will get flowers, you know, quite soon, you know, quite quickly. Like you don't have to wait months to get flowers. As soon as it starts to grow, it will be pushing out flowers because it's from the older part of the branch. It's not like a young, I mean, if you took one of these, you wouldn't get flowers so soon. But for the, is that ivy growing up there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's my Mexican sunflower. I really enjoy growing it because it is such a productive plant, and that's what's keeping everything healthy and growing. All right, so thank you for watching. Please do check out the blog and see some of the other ways in which the Mexican sunflower can be a benefit in your garden. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.